When you're on your deathbed, do you want to be filled with regret? I remember waking up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon feeling like absolute garbage, and that's because the day before I'd spend the entire day up to 4 a.m. playing video games. And when I woke up, my body ached, my mind was foggy, and I was literally frustrated that I wasted half of the day sleeping. At the time I didn't realize it, but there was just one thing, one crucial thing holding me back from the life that I knew that I was capable of. It wasn't that I wasn't trying, and it wasn't even a lack of effort. It was something deeper. It was the one thing standing between me and the life that I actually wanted. What I needed was to flip this hidden switch in my mind, a switch that would change everything. And it literally took me 2 years of improving and bettering myself before I could finally find this switch and turn it on. And the crazy thing is that we all have it, every single one of us, but most people don't even realize that it exists. And so here's the truth. Once you flip that switch, you'll never be the same. The way you approach your goals, the way you handle challenges, and the way you even speak to others is going to change. Your mindset becomes clear, and it's like all of a sudden, all the things that seemed out of reach are now within grasp. You stop hesitating and you start acting. Every move you make becomes purposeful, and the energy and action you take towards life becomes in tune with your true core desires. But here's my warning. Flipping that switch isn't easy, and it takes more than just wishing for it. But I want to save you as much time as possible looking for that switch, and I want to be able to activate it today. And so if you're still watching, I believe you're ready for that change. You felt the frustration of drifting, and you know there's more to life than just getting by. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps that I took in order to find and flip this hidden switch. And once you find it, you'll notice that everything, your confidence, your discipline, and the way you approach goals changes. Follow these 4 steps, and that's what will become the greatest tool for achieving anything you've ever wanted. And number 1, we need to find the power source. And we do that by changing our core beliefs. And the first thing we need to do is review and to take a look into our own lives. So find a nice place and just sit and think. Be bored, and you could even put your phone in another room and ask yourself this question. In this moment in life, where am I right now? Whatever the answer is to that, write it down, because we need to know where you're at in order to take the right steps to get to where you want to go. And now we're going to change those limiting beliefs. I remember when I thought that I didn't have what it takes to change the way that I looked. I thought there was literally no way to look good and to change my appearance. I honestly had no hope, and you might be thinking the same way that I did. And here's the truth. No matter where you are in life, no matter how far your goals seem, there's always going to be a path to get from point A to point B, no matter where you're at. Let me explain a little bit better. Your brain has 2 sides. One side of your brain is really smart. The other side of your brain is kind of stupid. The smart part, that's the real you. It's the part of you that has bigger goals, that has a bigger mission, and sees a bigger picture in life than just feeling good and doing what makes you feel good. It's the part of you that wants to grow, to push boundaries, and to achieve more. Then there's the other part, the part that's not so smart. This part of your brain does not care about your goals at all. It just wants you to play it safe and to stay inside of your comfort zones. It's the part that says, stay inside, eat junk, relax today, and don't pursue the things that challenge you. And what this part of the brain does, it saves up all the fears, all of the trauma, and all of the doubts that we've had in the past, and it saves it up so that whenever we try to go and do something that's out of our comfort zone, it'll go back to this part and be like, you shouldn't do that because of this and because of that. And this is where all of your limiting beliefs come from, this side of the brain. And here's the thing, your so-called limiting beliefs aren't actually even real. It's literally just the dumb part of your brain holding all of the things from the past, trying to convince you why you shouldn't do things. The key is to recognize it. When that voice shows up telling you to play it small, notice it for what it is. Some people even like to give it a name because it's not the actual you. It's literally just the primitive part of your brain that's trying to avoid taking risks and moving forward. And every time that voice tries to keep you stuck, tell it to shut up. And so now that we've identified it, we can actually start taking back control. So we got to start letting the smart part of our brain to take control and stop letting the dumb part of our brain hold us back. And so now we've gotten rid of all those limiting beliefs. Let's move on to the next step, which I call wiring the switch. Now that we've changed our beliefs, we need to figure out exactly what we want to achieve. The most important thing is to find the things that we want to achieve, not the things that other people want us to achieve. We don't want to make our mission focused on receiving validation from other people because that makes us dependent on them to feel good. And so we want our goals to actually be aligned with what we want. So right now, get out your journal and visualize this with me. All right, so just close your eyes and listen to my voice. Imagine that in 30 years, we're going to your own funeral. Imagine what the building looks like, or maybe you're outside and you're at the cemetery. Imagine what the area around you looks like. Imagine what it smells like. And start imagining all the people that you see. Parents, brothers, sisters, cousins. Maybe it's friends from school, friends from work. And so imagine slowly walking up to your casket and seeing yourself so calm, so peaceful, resting. And now looking at yourself, ask yourself this question. What do you want to be remembered for? In your short time here on earth, what do you want the people that you care most about to remember about you? What impact and legacy do you want to leave in this world? Think big. Pause the video and take as much time as you need to answer these questions and write it all down. Now that you're back, I'd like to congratulate you. You've taken the time to write down your true deep mission. And so what you've written down today is the most important thing you've ever written down in your life. More than a year ago, I did this exact same practice, and this is what I wrote down. I want to lead a group of people to achieve something great. And so now that we have our mission, we can start writing our goals. And so one of my goals is to make 100 high quality YouTube videos over the next year. This is aligned well with my mission because it helps me to make a bigger impact and to lead more people. And so for whatever your mission is, set some measurable goals for the next year. Since I want to improve myself in general, I also add goals for every single aspect of my life, like spiritual health, mental health, physical health, and intelligence. And I recommend you to do the same because if you improve your health overall, it's actually going to help you reach your mission anyway. Since literally being happier and being healthier is going to help you better to reach your mission. So right now, write down 5 goals that you want to achieve by next year. Write 1 based on your mission and the other 4 for the other aspects of your life that you want to improve. For example, since I want to improve my mental health and happiness, my goal for next year is to write down 900 things that I'm grateful for. And so I recommend a reading goal, a meditation goal, a gratitude goal, and a workout goal. And these goals combined with your mission is a great start. And so now we're on to step 3, building the switch. Now that we've changed our beliefs, created our mission statement, and set the goals that are aligned with those things, we need to incorporate the mindsets that are going to keep us on track with our goals. And so these are the most important ones that I've learned so far. Number 1, small repeated actions lead to massive impact. And so the things that you do consistently might seem insignificant at the moment, but the thing is, these actions build up over time. And so those little efforts translate into massive results in the future. The key is persistence and consistency. Every small step you take every day makes a difference, and it's going to lead to huge results in the future. Number 2, cross the moat. Most people give up before they reach their goals. They give up right before they get to the good part. The journey to success is often filled with difficult times, but you must push through. You'll encounter obstacles and moments of doubt, but this is all part of the process and everyone goes through these. The truth is, though, whenever anyone goes through resistance is usually when they stop, but you must prevail and cross the moat. And on the other side of that struggle is where the success is. Number 3, turning pain and suffering into fuel. Literally everyone experiences pain in life, whether it's from a breakup, losing a loved one, or the pain of falling back onto the bad habits. But that pain can be used as powerful fuel to keep us going. Whenever I get complacent, I remind myself of the life that I lived before when I would do absolutely nothing except for play video games. And so for me, the thought of staying complacent and the pain that comes from that is so much worse than any sort of discomfort that I get from pushing through my goals. So make sure you use any sort of pain you have as a motivator to reach those goals. Number 4, your habits seep into your life. The habits that you maintain when nobody's watching, when nobody's looking at you, are the ones that determine your character. If you allow complacency in small areas, like not cleaning your room or skipping a workout, it will inevitably seep into every other part of your life. The same lack of discipline is going to show up in your professional work, your relationships, your friendships, and everything else. However, if you hold yourself to a higher standard, even in the smallest, most insignificant tasks, that discipline builds, and it shows up in every part of your life. And so what you practice daily becomes who you are. Number 5, finding the constraint. In everything you do and every goal you set, there will always be something holding you back. And it's one of these 3 things: lack of skill, mindset, or inconsistency. And so whatever it is, you need to find the constraint and bypass it. And once you do, a new constraint will arise and the process repeats itself. And so this is a constant cycle of taking action, assessing, and adjusting until you move closer and closer to your goal. Number 6, stop hoping for a completion of anything in life. We love to tell ourselves, after I get the new house, after I get married, after I retire, then I'll finally do what I really want. And so we keep waiting for that mythical one day when we'll be free. But the truth is, you will never feel more free than you are at this very moment today. The freedom that you're waiting for isn't somewhere in the future, it's already within your reach. So stop waiting for the right time. Start today. Do that thing that you sideline while waiting for more security, more free time, or more experience. And don't fall for the myth that one day everything will change, because it won't. Your freedom and your fulfillment are in the actions that you take now. And so now we're moving on to the final step, the final most important step, which is flipping the switch on. And so everything is set. We're almost done flipping the switch in your brain. And so after this, you will never be the same. We already found the power source, we have the wiring, and we've built the switch. But the switch isn't on yet. And so now what we need to do is turn the switch on. And this is going to be the single most important step. And here it is. We need to be able to track our progress. Sure, we have a mission. Sure, we have goals. But we need a way to stay on track and to reach that mission and those goals. And the best way to do that is by channeling all our habits and all of our energy through the switch. We need to track what we do every single day. And we need to make sure that every day we're doing the habits that are helping us reach our goals. We need to make a monthly habit tracker. So make sure after this video, you click the link below and watch how to make a habit tracker. And in there, I show you exactly the method that I use to track my habits and to stay on track with my goals. Because if you don't get this last step down, then everything else was done in vain, because you're not going to be able to stay aligned with that mission and those goals. So make sure you check that out right now. Remember that the switch needs constant energy and constant revision. So always check where you are and where you want to go. If you've made it this far, it's clear that you're serious about changing your life. You're ready to take control, to flip that switch, and to start pushing towards your goals. But here's the thing, this journey isn't just about watching videos. It's about taking action. And so now you have the tools, the mindsets, and the clarity to move forward. So if you're ready to go all in and to stop waiting for that one day and to start making it happen today, go down right now and subscribe to my channel. Together we'll keep building the discipline, the mindsets, and the habits that will turn your dreams into reality. And remember that your success isn't in some far off future, but it's in what you choose to do today and every day after that. My name is Justin, and remember, you deserve the consequences of your actions.